So I had this old Galaxy Watch 4, and I've been wearing it since 2022, and it's been a great watch. But the battery died, and I went back to my other watch, my Gear S3 Frontier. But that wouldn't sync with my phone. Samsung turned it off or something. So let's just say, I decided to get this thing fixed, and they wanted $80 to fix it. I really don't think the watch is worth $80. So I had one screw that it was Loctited in too tight, and it stripped out right away. So I decided to get my drill out, drill the head off of the screw, and go about trying to fix it. The repair kit was only $14, so I didn't have anything to lose except $14. So I started drilling the head of the screw out. The other three came out easy. Now let me say I had the same problem with my Gear S3 Frontier. It had three screws that came out easy and one that stripped out the same way. I drilled the head out, and that watch has been good ever since. So, of course, you give up your waterproofing, but these watches were never for diving anyway. So, taking it apart, this watch had a lot of use on it, a lot of crud around the gaps and the edges, and it came apart pretty good. I mean, I haven't done one of these before, so if I did a few of them, it would be a lot easier. But you see what has to happen. So I took it apart, popped off all the little connectors, just like you watch on YouTube, and I was able to get this thing apart. Now, I was able to save that little seal and put it back in place for whatever that's worth. It came off nice, and it went back. But like I said, I would never trust it for waterproofing. So looking down at the top here, all you have to do is take the one screw out and lift the motherboard out. But anyway, I'm looking at it to see what I'm going to do. And there's a little catch underneath the motherboard. So you pop off that one connector and then take the single screw out. And then you got to kind of rock it in there to get it to break free. And as soon as I did that, it lifted right out. So there, you just lift it out and take that off, and there's your battery. It's that easy. Now, I wanted to make sure the battery was the same. It looked a little different because the pigtail wasn't bent the way it should be. The pry tool I had this is a kit that came with the battery. The pry tool wasn't thin enough. I needed a thinner pry tool, but eventually I was able to get the battery unstuck here and pop it out. And the two batteries, they matched up. So the new battery is a little bit more capacity, and so far it's been working real well. I used it all day yesterday, and it still had 50% capacity. So the battery, here we go. It finally came loose, and the little connector popped right off, just like that. And the new battery is similar, the same, looks the same, except for, like I said, the pigtail looks different. And for a moment there, I thought that the pigtail wasn't going to be correct, but by the time I bent it all around, folded it around the way it should be, it was just like the new one. I had a few dropouts on my recording, so the camera went blank through OBS for some reason. I'm going to have to start recording direct. And it's definitely an overhead shot because I got my head in there, because with my glasses, I can't see that well, that far, that close. This stuff's really small for the glasses that I have. So anyway, by the time I folded this little connector around and got it the right way, and I was convinced that it was the correct battery, it was able to drop it in there and go ahead and seat the connector. And the connector didn't look like it was on there right for a few minutes, but then it went down and it seated. And I had questions about it, but it looked okay, just like that. And it worked. So continuing right along, put the motherboard back in, pop the little Lego connectors, as Jerry Rig Everything Zach would say. Snap those on, and then I was really questioning, okay, is this thing going to work? Because, you do something like this for the very first time, and you just don't know if it's going to work or not. But like I said, I don't think the watch is worth $80. So I put the sealer back in position and had to deal with this one little connector. So I got that seal back where it's supposed to go, and it's somewhat of a complete seal. It didn't get torn and it didn't get cut. So it went back into position, but I was having trouble with this one connector, trying to see it and snap it in and get it plugged in. But eventually I just picked it up sideways to where I could see at the same time. I was trying to do this for the camera, which is all overhead shots are kind of new for me, and I got it done. So now we have to put in the three screws. Of course, the fourth screw, I drilled the head off of it, so there is no fourth screw. But it's no big deal. I guarantee it worked for my other one. Now, I'm not recommending this for you. You should pay and have it done the right way. According to AI, they have a way to get out those screws that are rounded. Now, I have the proper tools for this. And when I got to that one screw, it had a loose fit, like maybe the machine had a problem after it tightened it down. And that could be the same thing I had exactly with my S3 Frontier that is sitting there. And I turned on my wireless charging, and I confirmed that it charges wirelessly with my phone. So that part of it confirms that it works. The watch is working. I really like that. So then I put the bands on there. I had another dropout on my recording. So I put the two bands on and got this watch working. And I was liking that. And this watch is pretty beat up. Now, I originally had a case on it and kept it all nice and pretty. And then finally I didn't like the case, so I took the case off, and the ring around it got kind of scratched up from wearing it, because I'm a working guy. When I wear things, they get scratched. So it didn't look so pretty. So I did some research, and I picked up this Unicorn Beetle case, because you can see that the ring around my watch is scratched up. I thought, after putting this battery in here, I think I'd try to make this watch feel like a different watch, because I've just had it for so long. So I took the band off here, and we are going to get a look at this new case, this Unicorn Beetle Pro. It's kind of a bulky case, but it gives the watch a different feel. So, for the $14, $15 I spent on the battery, and I think this case was $24, is still less than $80. And then the watch is going to feel like a different watch. So it just snaps in here nice and easy. Nothing complicated. And there's the new case, kind of a ruggedized case. And it takes some getting used to. So, when you have a big bulky case watch on your wrist, not too much different from the Gear S Frontier. And I still like the Gear S Frontier. It looks really nice, but it won't get messages or anything anymore because Samsung turned that feature off. And this is One UI doing an update on the Galaxy Watch 4, which is pretty sad, since this watch, I like it better. This watch is really cool. Are looking at when the Galaxy X Watch 4 was a very common pre-order. It was a launch promotion bonus when the S22 Ultra came out. That's right. So my wife and I, we both got the S24 Ultra, and we got the Watch 4 as a bonus. So the S22 Ultra plus Galaxy Watch 4 plus the Galaxy Buds, it was pretty cool back then when you used to get something when you bought a pre-order.